This is the card I'll be showing you how to make. It's an easel card here using the Cherish the Season stamp set and Sound of the Season dies here. So to get started, I will show you how to make the front part of this card first. So you'll want to grab a 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 square piece of shimmery white cardstock. And I have this shaded spruce ink pad and kind of some branches from the stamp set here. And we're going to do 3 of them. So I just started right in the center and stamped 1. And then you'll stamp 1 to the right hand side and 1 to the left hand side. So that's all you'll do there. And then grab your cherry cobbler ink pad here. And we're going to stamp the Merry Christmas greeting that's in the stamp set and stamp it off into the left-hand corner at the bottom, like so. Okay, and then I grabbed some shaded spruce ribbon from the Wonder of the Season ribbon combo pack and also some of the gold cording here. So you're just going to tie this in a knot. You're going to loop over your ribbon here, and then you will tie a knot around the doubled ribbon like that, and then you'll tie a bow, and it doesn't have to be a perfect bow. It can kind of be a sloppy bow. Basically, we're just going to be covering up with one of the little bells. So kind of make it a little bit bigger because you want it to stand out here. So once you get that tight, you should have a little loop there, and then you should have your bow. You can take your ribbon scissors and trim off the edge here of the cording and trim down this bottom edge because we won't need this, like that. Okay, get rid of that stuff, and then take a couple of glue dots, and let's see where we can find them here. And I just use that to help attach the ribbon. So just take a couple there. And then we can kind of place that right up here at the top, like so. All right, set this aside. We're all done with this piece here. And grab your, grab your little bell dies here. So I have the 3 different sizes, large, medium, and small. And then I use some of the brush metallic foil sheets out of the mini catalog. And we're just going to run these through the Big Shot really quick. So you're going to grab your platform. So you'll have the 1, the 2 little shim, and number 3 would be your first plexiglass piece. And then you will lay your paper and all 3 of your dies here, like so, and then your second plexiglass plate, and you will run this through the Big Shot. And when you get done with that, you should have 3 really pretty bells here. Now, one thing to be very careful with, these little holly pieces and berries die cut, so they will fall out. So just be careful when you are taking the bell out of the die that you don't pop those out. After I finish coloring them in with the dark shaded spruce blend, I will put a dimensional on the back of those just to keep them in place so they don't fall out while attaching them to the card. So as I said before, take your dark shaded spruce blend and you're just going to go over the foil sheets here, coloring them in. Doesn't have to be perfect, and I just kind of make a quick brush stroke over these little branches here. So I'll color this in really quick, Okay, so a very quick way to add some color. So super cute there. All right, take some of your large dimensionals and turn this over, and all you're going to do is just pop those on the back there just to keep those holly branches, holly leaves in place and those berries. And I'm going to do that to the same here, to this one. There we go. And also to this. Actually, no, don't put dimensionals on your smallest one, just the largest two. There. All right, so next we're going to take some of the wonderful gems, the Real Red. They come in the mini catalog, the holiday one, and we're just going to pop those on all the berries here. Think we got them all on there. So that's that. Bring back in your front piece here, and we will go ahead and attach these onto the front of the card. So take off the backs of your dimensionals, and we will place that right in the center there. And then we'll take this one and we'll kind of put it a little off-centered, off to the right-hand side there. So that's your front piece there. We'll set this aside and go to your base piece. So you'll need a 4 1/4 by 11-inch sheet of shaded spruce cardstock. And I have my Simply Scored here, and you're going to want to score it at 2 3/4 and then also at 5 1/2. So once you get done with that, you can fold your card in half here, and then you'll fold this here, and that's what gives you the easel too. So you can score that all there. So that's your easel part of the card. So take a 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 sheet of your shaded spruce, and you're going to take the Evergreen Forest 3D embossing folder, and we're going to emboss this. So go ahead and stick that in there just to give a little extra texture. You're going to take your base piece die cutting thing here, and then your 3D embossing folder, and then we'll use the 3D gray number 4 plate to go through the big shot. And once you finish that, you should get something like this that looks super cool. Take your Tombow glue, and you're going to just glue this front panel here with a little bit of glue, and then put your 4 1/4 that you just embossed at the very base of it, like so, and center that and glue that down like that. So we're coming together here. And then I grabbed a 3 7/8 inch square piece of red foil, and that's what we're going to glue our front piece onto. So just take a little bit of glue here, and we're going to just layer it up. And then I took a few dimensionals here and placed them on the back of the foil. And then you can layer that on the front of your card here. All right, so that's the front of your card. Now we're going to move on to the inside of your card. So take another one of these pieces of shimmery white cardstock, and we're just going to glue that, center that in the top of the inside piece here, as where you can write your little message. And then take a bow made out of the gold cording here, and we're going to take a glue dot and attach it to the top of the smallest bell, and that will get glued in right there at the bottom, like so. Alrighty, and then the very last thing is we have this greeting, may you cherish the wonder of the season now and throughout the year. So we're going to take some of the shimmery white cardstock and your cherry cobbler ink pad, ink that up, stamp it here, and then we're going to take the smallest rectangle from the stitched rectangle dies and your Big Shot platform, your number 1, your number 2, your number 3 plexiglass plate, and then we're going to run this through the Big Shot, and then you'll have your top plexiglass plate go over that, and then when you get done, you should have something that looks like this with the stitched edge around it, and then this is a 1 by 3 inch piece of red foil, so you'll just glue that together to attach, like so. And then I use some dimensionals on the back so that it has something to catch the front part of the card so it stands up as an easel card. So I'll show you here. Oops. So just center that down here, like so. And because I've dimensionalized that, this has something to catch on and sit. So there's your quick and simple, easy Christmas card with a few extra little added techniques with the coloring of the blends on the foil sheets. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed.